All right, in problem number 28, we're asked to solve for y. Solving means we want to get the letter by itself. So we are done when y is by itself. So I'm going to draw a line through the equal sign here to separate this side of the equation from that side of the equation. And how do I do that? Well, the first thing I do to solve is I ask myself, are there any parentheses? If there's any parentheses, I need to take care of that. But there aren't any parentheses, so I don't have to worry about that. So that's good. The next thing I look for is I take a finger and I cover up one side of the equation so I can only see this side. And I ask myself, are any of these terms combinable, okay? And I see that here we've got y's and here we've got y's. So these are like terms. They both have y's. So I could combine those. If I have 3 y's and then I take 5 of those y's away, 3 minus 5 is negative 2. So what I actually have over here is negative 2 y's. This is a nicer way of writing it than having it written down in 2 separate places. So negative 2y, and then there's also a plus 5 over here. Equals, are there any like terms over here? No, there's only one term, so we'll just write it down. Okay, so I've taken care of that. So like terms, check. The next thing I do is I put a finger on each side and I ask myself, are there letters on both sides of the equation? So there's a letter right here, there's a y, but there aren't any y's over here. That's great. That means we're actually closer to being done. So I just focus on this y. I am done with this problem when y is by itself. So essentially, I need this negative 2 to move over here, and I need this 5 to move over here. You always move the number that is not attached to the letter. So negative 2 is attached to the y, but 5 is not attached to the y, so we're going to move the 5 first. So the opposite of a plus 5 would be to subtract 5, so minus 5, minus 5. Okay, so over here, I've got a negative 2y, and then these canceled out, so I don't have to write those. Okay, so equals, on this side I have 9 minus 5, which is 4, so I'll write 4. And we almost have y by itself. We just need to move this negative 2 over here. So how would we do that? How would I read this? If I had to read this out loud, I would say that this is negative 2 times y, and I'm going to say times. So times is the key word here. The opposite of to times or multiply is to divide. So to move the negative 2, I have to divide by negative 2. So I'll do it on both sides. Okay. So on this side, the negative 2's cancel out. The only thing left is y equals 4 divided by negative 2 is negative 2. And now I have y by itself. So I've solved. I've finished the problem. Y equals negative 2. Great work.